Hi, students. I wanted to talk about the week 4 business writing assignment. And the first thing I want to point out is that it is part of the business writing assignment and reflection category. And this category is 3 assignments. So this is you're going to submit this in week 4. And then you will submit it in week 6 based on my revisions, based on my suggestions, and then you will reflect on the assignment. So those 3 assignments put together are 15% of the overall grade. So it's always great to pay attention to that when it's provided for an assignment. And then also the course outcomes that are going to be met in this assignment is one is construct and then reflect, because again, there's a reflection for this assignment on the importance of well-written, grammatically and mechanically appropriate workplace documents. And then the second one is apply learned writing strategies to produce a career-focused writing, communicating a message appropriate to an intended career audience. So I love this because, again, our course is very focused on workplace writing, and this is, I think, a very authentic something that you might do as part of applying for a job. So you'll see in the directions that there's 3 scenarios presented, and you just choose the one that you like the most, that you feel that you can relate to the most, and you're going to address it. And so in this part of the directions, here's some important things to pay attention to. We're really looking for well organized, multi-paragraph formatting. So pay attention to that, and you want to ensure you're including details. Because again, if you were applying for a job, you really want to ensure you're answering the question, and you want to try to use professional language and tone, and aim for 550 words. And absolutely, please submit it as a Word document. This, for one, you're going to be resubmitting it, so you want it to be saved, and then it allows instructors to provide feedback directly on the text. So that's a great strategy. There's no outside research for this assignment. You're really writing about your own experiences. If you do want to include something, be sure to cite it appropriately, but you don't need to at all. So here's the different scenarios. Describe a time when your responsibilities were overwhelming. The second one's about when a project didn't go as expected. And the third is taking initiative. And so, as a reminder, one of the course outcomes is, what's appropriate to the career audience. So, what's really important to think about here is the context of, if this is a work document, an example, if you're talking about something being overwhelming, I think it'd be important to not, you don't want to come across as, oh my goodness, I am currently overwhelmed with my life, because that's not what the purpose of this is. The purpose is to say there was a time when something was overwhelming, and this is what I did to, to manage that, and how I can approach something differently in the future. So that's kind of where context is so valuable in professional writing, is really thinking about, this is not really a time for really personal information, but it's just more focused on how you are able to handle something. Um, as always, many times there's a rubric provided, and that shows what instructors will be grading it on. And so as you can see, here's the rubric as the last page. Grammar and mechanics is 60% of the grade for this assignment. So, I mean, this is really about having error-free writing. And then the organization and examples description category, that's going to be kind of with, again, how well you address the question, and how much detail you provided. And then the last one of the appropriateness for intended audience. So again, this is for a potential employer. So I encourage students to pay attention to the rubric. And as a reminder, I'll say it again and again, BrainFuse, the writing lab, is a great resource. You can submit your assignment and receive feedback in about 24 hours. And what I love about this is that if you're ready to submit something early in the week, it may not be graded for a few days. So you may have time to submit it before submitting it to be graded. And that way you can feel that much more comfortable in your submission. If you have any questions, please post in the Ask Your Instructor forum. Thanks.